Yeah, I got dance moves. I got dance moves.
You know, Porter has are we on?
Yeah, we on.
Oh, all right. You know, Porter has actually he has a Grammy from a song he did with Pitbull.
I don't have a Grammy, bro.
Oh, you get a Grammy?
That's not a Grammy?
Oh shit!
What is that?
It wasn't big enough for the Grammy,
Bruh.
Oh my bad, bro.
I mean, no. Keep telling people that when I'm not around, though.
I was just.
I mean, I see the
around,
plaque. What is that?
Yeah, that's how the song with Pitbull.
Obviously, because it's you.
It's like
120
Tell us a little bit about it, Chris. I mean, you always act like you know you don't have anything going on, but you have huge things going on, bro. Like
huge.
Tell us a little bit about the record.
I'm huge.
There's a silence.
Back again. You know what I'm saying?
Silence.
That's exactly what I was talking about, bro.
Listen, I don't want to talk about. I was in music. Music was nice, and I'm going to do some new music going forward because it's who I am. I love it. I can't help.
Yeah.
I can't help but not make music.
You're a musical dude.
But the reason why I'm not focused on it in this moment is because I got with Prada Jones, and he taught me about money.
Oh, that was a good segue.
And if you get the money,
yeah,
you could do the music. You could do whatever the hell you want.
Yo,
was that
God, that was the no for real. That was the conversation we had in our initial meeting. Like, yo, bro. He's like, yo, I hate doing this shit, bro. I don't want to have to show up, and this is boring. Like Chris he's a real creative, so the stuff we do on the day to day is boring to him. I'm like, yo, bro, let's get the money, and then you can fund whatever it is that you want to do. And he really he's running with that. So
shit's still boring, bro.
It is what it is.
Which part is boring? Which part
Everything.
Is boring? What? That's too big of a fucking thing to say. What? Everything like what? Narrow it down.
Every part where I'm not creating.
You got to flip how you see it, right? Flip how you look at creativity. Because I think this shit is creative as hell. Me personally.
What part?
Well, are we still talking about funding? Are we talking about funding?
Oh yeah, we're going right into it.
Actually, no. I get it. How you can flip it, and yes, you have to be You have to be financially creative.
Nah, fuck that. Oh, can we say fuck? I already said it. You got to bleep it out.
Said it about 3 times.
I mean, I live in New York. It is what it is. Fuck is hello and goodbye. And it's also fuck. But anyway.
Yo.
Fuck is hello?
And goodbye?
And it's like aloha.
What?
But for the hood.
All right. That's a new one to me.
Come to Harlem.
So wait. I want to get
Hashtag Jim Jones.
I want to get to the
You gotta officially introduce. Yo, what kind of podcast is this?
We didn't.
Nah, that's not what we do.
Introduce the man that's
we didn't do intro.
man.
All right, so you introduce him.
Listen, yo, for real. Where the cameras at?
This actually feels like a real podcast.
Listen, I got my guy. my guy.
Look at Chris's face. He's like, bruh, you see me set up the lights?
$15,000 later. It actually looks like a real podcast.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's my bad. You can bleep that later.
Go ahead. Give him the intro.
I got my guy. Listen, we connected about a few months ago.
Yeah.
T. Winston, Mr. Action is what we call him in the community because he goes crazy. He executes. He puts the plan into place. You give him the play, he's gonna run it. You know what I mean? And I'm very proud of the guy that he is and the friend that he's become and also the partner, right? Because we're working together now. And he came through the program. He came to the Investors Academy. He got super active, and that's why he's on the couch today, man. So,
wow.
T.
Wow.
Wow.
How's that feel right there, bro?
Man, my nipples are hard, bro. Wow. Like,
Yo,
that made me feel real good.
So
man.
that sounds good and everything, right? But
sir.
I need to know what it actually means.
Yeah.
Right? Because we were looking. Well, I was looking for a guest. I'm like, who's gonna be episode number 2? You know, and I got all these people, all these connects, but then Prada was like, nah. Yo, my man is going crazy. Yeah. He's going to the bank and taking out bundles and bundles of money. And I'm like, oh, no. Yeah. Someone who actually went through Prada's program and got the bag. Yeah. That's the most important guest we could possibly have.
Yeah, it's multiple bags.
Multiple bags.
Can
this
you,
guy talks spicy too.
Okay, so bag talk. Bag talk. I hear Prada talk about what he can do. I see what he does, but I usually see it via somebody posting, this business credit card gave me $40,000. I never get to meet the person. I never get to see the actions behind the money or what happens next. You know what I'm saying? So from your perspective as somebody that went through Prada's program, how does it or did it go down?
it really just came out of necessity. The whole reason why this whole started is because I got laid off of my job.
Here we go.
This is the good stuff.
Here we go.
September 28th.
Okay.
Right. So a company that has C-level position at making over 130K a year, you know, my position was expendable, like most of us are in corporate. If you get a check from somebody else, you're probably expendable. Probably. If they need to play around with what's called P&Ls, which is profit and loss support, and you make enough money that if they take you out of that equation, they look better on paper, you're probably expendable.
Yeah.
That was me. Right? So I stuck around long enough because I'm really, really good at what I do, but I wasn't good enough that the good old boys was like, keep that boy around.
Right.
You feel me? So then it was like, all right, November 28th. Think about that date, right? 2 days before the month is up. 3 days before the month is up. I'm used to bringing in about like $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month. Now I ain't got shit. Plus I got a baby. Plus I got a daughter in college, and a 5'10" Brazilian wife who likes expensive stuff. I'm scared as fuck.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'8.5".
About your height.
That's interesting.
About your height.
I mean,
And she went for the shorter guy?
let me cross my legs on video. And I'm gonna cross them back. I'm lead out. That's for episode 3. So, you know, I had to figure something out. I was already, you know, getting involved with like what business funding was. But again, just like you mentioned before, I didn't know what the hell that was. And my idea was business funding was I have to be, you know, a white guy with $1 million trillion company that walks in with a briefcase and a whole team of lawyers. And then they do that movie thing over a boardroom.
Right.
And then you walk out with a check.
Right.
And then you go snort some cocaine and take a plane somewhere. Right? That's what I thought it was. I didn't know that you can actually do it yourself. There's nothing out there that tells you that. There really isn't. Right? So that's literally how my journey started. It came out of necessity. Matter of fact, I mean, there is a saying that a lot of genius comes out of necessity. It came because I had to take care of my family. And I was still doing what mom and dad taught us to do. You lost your job, what do you do? Get
another one.
There you go.
Get a cardboard box.
Or not that. I'm too big for cardboard. I'm too big for cardboard. Yeah. So I went on interviews.
Right.
Like crazy. Mr. Action. Multiple interviews in a day. Like 10 interviews a week, 2 a day. Changing my shirt just in case I sweated through another one. You know.
I paused when you said, what do you do when you lose your job? Because I haven't had a real job in so long. I was like,
Well, if you did. Yeah, you're like, yeah.
I just like 20 years. I'm like,
I'll wake up the next day and do something else. Like, yeah. Right. So, yeah, I was like, I got another position. And it was right around the same money, give or take, my $10,000 less. And you could work your way back up. But I'm like, damn, I've been here for like, I've worked my way up to where I was before. Right. And I got to start over with a whole new bunch of people that I have to like show that I'm worthy of this check.
Right.
And I'm probably still expendable. All right, well.
Interesting.
Now
very interesting.
I'm like, well, I can always go back.
Right.
Worst case scenario, I can always go back. I'm good enough to get this gig. I had offers from other people, right? A lot of my colleagues in my circle, my corporate circle, were like giving me, you know, connections to other people to get interviews. But I'm like, do I want to do this? Like, I hated my job anyway, but I was really good at it. And I was really, really good at doing it so well that I had time to do my own shit. And when I say do my own shit, that's like work out for 2 hours and go to the park and eat lunch. That's what managers and directors do.
Right.
If you're that good, you can get away with it because it's done.
So how did you go from, I lost my job, I got a new job, pays a little bit less, now I got to work my way up the ladder over again to, I need business funding? Because
I didn't take it.
Oh.
I didn't take it.
You didn't take the job.
Yeah. Wifey was like, great, we're back in the game. And I'm literally, I distinctly remember this. I was sitting on the couch with a beer, Michelob Ultra, #. And I'm looking at the Knicks at the time they weren't winning. And I'm as pissed off at the game as I am that she's so happy that I got another job. Because I'm like, I didn't know where I should go, but I knew I didn't want to do that again. Because that feeling of being, again, expendable just sucked. It was like, I'm that piece of paper that I got from college don't mean shit. You know, those checks, those awards that I got don't mean shit. That little plaque that they gave me really don't mean shit, because if they want me out of here, I need to find something that I'm on my own terms. So that's when I revisited this whole, okay, I can do my own business. I don't know what business is going to be yet. and I know I got to find some money. Oh yeah, let me hit up Tevin. And then that's when it all started. Right? I was dragging my feet until that day. As a matter of fact, the day that I lost my job, I called up the guy Tevin that we're talking about, Tevin Facey. What's the nickname you gave Tevin? Funding Poppy?
Yeah, it's my funding Poppy.
Funding Poppy.
Jesus Lord.
Yeah, I'm the funding.
You're the funding
I'm the
God.
Funding God.
So you help people get funded now.
Now I do, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
exactly, bro.
The day I lost my job, I called him up as I was cleaning out my office. All I said was like, Ted, what's up? Yo, let's go. Let's get this going. He's like, oh, what's happening? I was like, I lost my job today. Oh my God, I'm so, yeah, don't worry about that. Let's get some money. Mm-hmm. That was it. He was like, okay. Cool.
And this was before you got on the Zoom with Prada.
Yeah, this was like maybe 2 weeks before.
All right, so let's fast forward.
Yeah.
You got to Prada.
Yeah.
And Prada was like,
yo,
let's get active.
That wasn't what it was. That's like, literally what it was.
So take the listeners, take the people.
Yeah.
Because now I love how you had a regular job. Kind of not regular because the average American makes half of what you make.
I mean, well, I'm a dude that's going to strive for excellence in every single thing.
Absolutely.
So I even imagine the impact of that. If the regular person's job is, I don't know what it is now in America.
Oh, it's going to be worse. Well,
numbers wise,
you make more, you usually spend more. So you
no, not at all.
Oh, okay,
not at all. I save still to this day close to 60% of my income.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So real quick, because that's a great point right there. He saves a lot of money, right? And even if he continued to have that job, and he learned the things that he learned now, he could still have a job. 90% of people have jobs, and nothing's wrong with that, right? It's great. That's what we know. But the issue comes from not being able to put, that income and figuring out your expenses and having something put aside to save and invest, right? Setting them goals and making sure that those goals are set and you're actually, pursuing them, right? With the money that you set aside. They just spend the money on leisure and they have nothing else. They have big cars, they got big houses, and they have nothing else that's coming in beside the 9 to 5. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah, it was when I lost my job, I wasn't afraid of not being able to pay the bills. I just didn't know my next move because I didn't dictate it, if that makes sense.
So with the next move, did you already have good credit?
Yeah, what I thought was good credit.
You didn't have a great credit profile.
Correct.
Right.
So I had like a 705, 710.
Right. So for the people out there, your credit score and your credit overall profile
two different things.
Are two different things. Can you break that down? Because that's everybody looks for the score because
everybody looks for the score because they're trained to think like a mortgage company. Like when you're buying a house, scores, that's pretty much that's all they care about, your score, right? And it can have a few little things on there, but it's not this world we live in. The world we live in for funding and loans and lines of credit, you have to have a nice profile to show your history, to show your credibility, to show your credit worthiness, and that's way different from the score. But those data points of your profile will yield a good score if you have the right profile. You get me?
So you had to get your profile right.
Yeah. It's like a chicken or the egg, but you're eating the same at the same time.
How long did it take from you meeting Prada to actually get the first bag from a bank?
First 100.
First 100 what?
Well, when I
hold on. Yeah. So you went to a bank, they gave you $100,000?
8 times.
They give you $100,000 8 times?
Well,
8 banks.
No,
more than 8 banks.
More than 8 banks. Go ahead.
Actually, not. Wait a minute, probably.
You got $800,000?
It's like 5 banks.
You got $800,000.
Hold on. First of all, I ain't gonna put my businesses have that. I'm not. I personally own nothing. My businesses have that.
Talk that talk.
Man. Come on.
Give me a little that talk.
A little something.
Talk that talk, George.
So when after I want to say like 2 weeks or maybe 2 weeks after, like I randomly got introduced to Prada's face on Zoom. Not even like him. It was just the
voice.
The voice. Yo, what's up? Nice to meet you. That shit. I'm like, all right, it's joking.
This is the second person that says my voice sounds like that. Joe's on the phone like that the other day. She's like, yo, what you doing? Why everybody make my voice sound like that?
That's your voice. I mean, God bless you. So 2 weeks later, I randomly, again, you know how like the Instagram algorithms are. I guess maybe my phone heard me say his name. I start seeing his. I'm not even at the time. I wasn't even following him, but I start seeing him in my Instagram feed all the time. I'm like, is he like famous or something? Like, why is that? Yo, if you want to do it, go get the bag. What the fuck is a bag? I don't know what a bag is. Oh my God. Like I've had funding. I had like a $50,000 credit card from Chase, but I didn't know what a damn bag was. I was like, I got bags. I need money. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. So he had, what was the thing? It was like, if you got like over $705,000 or something like that, join my mentorship or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean if you have a 680
maybe that's what it
credit
was.
score, 5K in 5 hours a week?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I wrote it, so I know.
All right, well, good job. Good job, man. You did a great job. You're a great marketer.
Yeah, I need 1% of that 800.
All right, well, not mine. But anyway, he got more money than me. I'm still I'm climbing up the game.
Let's go.
So I hit him and I was like, yo, I want to get into his mentorship. Like, he's like, I got you. You know, I'm gonna take care of how you've taught him, take care of the family. Got you. You part of us now.
First of all,
you part of us.
First of all, T's been a part. He's been like within the circles, right? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't dealing with him directly, but we started building something, texting here and there. I'm like, yo, bro, whatever you need, just hit me. You know what I'm saying? You know how I am. And he was doing that, and then I guess
OD.
It was
OD.
And I had no problem with it.
I was like, fuck it. If it get too uncomfortable, he gonna tell me to stop. So fuck it. Hey, what I put on this application? Hey, what was this? He would reply back to me. I'm like, all right, this is a cool ass dude.
He was getting what he needed. You know what I'm saying? So,
thank you for that.
I actually declined him on the mentorship, but I'm like, bro, nah, you don't.
He actually said that. That is true.
Yo,
he's like, you don't need it.
Wait, yeah, because he's like,
I'm like, yo, first of all, you already have access to me, bro. Just hit me and let me know what you want.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You don't need to get in. But it's a different world once you're in. You know what I'm saying?
That's accurate.
It really is. But because
that's accurate.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you have me already, bro. You don't need it.
It is different, right? Like information without the community is totally different.
It's true.
Right? I had the information, I just didn't know how to apply it. And even inside the community.
While you're talking about a community, this is the time we're going to take a break so you could promote the Discord.
If you're not a part of the Discord, you need to join the Discord today. This is the only number one place, the number one platform, the number one community that's out right now and is going to be out for the next 100 years, where you can come and learn how to fix your credit, build your credit, get the funding that you need to start a new career. All right, start a new passive or semi-passive income stream today. Join the Discord. Let's get active. Let's get active is the name right now. We're working on something different, but join the Discord.
That was a good segue. Like, you were like really good at the segues, bro.
He does this.
You should do this professionally.
I should, right?
You should do this professionally.
This is not professional?
Man, shut up.
Yo, he said, look, he came in here and said, hey, man, this looks like a real podcast. God, if
I'm just saying, man, I was, it looks good, man. You did a good job.
Listen.
15,000, you said?
No, you skipped over 800,000 and 27 banks you got it from.
Hold on. So we were talking about the community, right? I walked into the mentorship with like a $50,000 credit card from Chase. That was my first one. That kind of like opened my mind that it's possible.
You got that? You had that before, or?
Yeah. So when I was working with Millionaire Essentials in Tevin, they was again coaching me up. Right.
Yeah. Stop promoting somebody else's shit. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, that's part of the same family. So I gotta give him some love. Bro.
Shout out to Tev.
Yeah. Honestly, and then I think bridging from there, I actually started working with the same team.
Yeah.
That I came on as one of the first mentees with.
Dope.
But I think it was because I just have no patience. I didn't really want to wait for, the information. I wanted to go get it myself, learn it, and then go.
Yep.
So then when Prada's mentorship opportunity came up, he really did say that. He was like, yo, you got it already. You don't need me. Like literally like that. I was like, there got to be something else out here because I'm not getting all the stuff that I'm seeing everybody else getting.
Sure.
There has to be more I need to know. So, he took care of me, joined the mentorship. He has a course called How to Legally Rob the Bank.
You don't say.
Plug. I went through that. I literally went through it, the whole thing. I went through it in 2 days.
Oh, that's dope.
Front to back,
That's
like
dope.
2 days.
That's fire.
Then I went through it again. I was like, certain parts that, I really wanted to dig into, I'm like, I got to study.
How was that course, by the way? Because I always ask people that go through it.
Yeah.
You know, because when I made it, I knew I did it how I wanted to do it, but I don't know how others receive it.
It's like anything. It's like anything you study, right? It's a live textbook.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got your accompanying PDFs with it. But if you're not going to do the work, all it is just a black dude with videos.
Tell him.
This is good, man.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
that goes to show you that the information is right there.
It is.
It's in your face.
It works.
This is the other thing too, is that Prada's mentorship isn't the only mentorship I jumped into. So a lot of the information is repetitive, right? It's just, are you going to use it? And after a while, you're like, oh, I know that. But then every now and again, you'll get like one piece, one jewel that you didn't know before that could take it to the next level.
I always say that. It's you know? Sometimes, you jump into stuff, you hear 99% of the same stuff. But there's
one
that
thing.
1%, that one little gem.
One thing.
That changed the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Like just recently I paid like $500 for, a course. It was trash. But it was the last page of that PDF and the last 2 or 3 videos of stuff that I didn't know that was keeping me from a couple banks that I could never get into before.
Right.
Fire. It's fire.
As a matter of fact, I was Citizens Bank. And I'm like, oh, right? Leaders are readers, right? In this case, we got digital stuff, right?
That's fire.
So who am I to say that I can't learn something new, even if I did get something, like a couple bags, right? So I'm constantly trying to learn. That's the other thing of what I'm learning, what I've already knew, but definitely when you're going by yourself, you got to constantly try to better yourself every single day, right? There's to steal from Tony, everybody knows Tony Robbins. He has this phrase, kanai. It's actually an Asian proverb, right? Constant and never-ending improvement. Every single day, I'm trying to learn something new. I'm trying to put myself in a situation where I'm uncomfortable on purpose so that I can fight through that uncomfortability to get better.
So do you do the cold showers in the morning?
Yeah, actually, 3 minutes.
You hear me?
My man.
We in here. He
3
ain't
minutes.
ready. He ain't ready.
Yo, it's
freezing cold. First thing, maximum discomfort.
But then, like right after that, like 30 seconds, you're like, oh, all right, it's just water.
Yeah. It's the first
Oh, yeah?
It's just water.
It's just water.
It's just water.
No.
Hashtag Bruce Lee.
No.
It's just water.
Y'all sure y'all from Jersey,
Yo,
This is a Jersey thing.
Jersey dudes don't do shit like that.
land
Clearly,
Shaq, we don't do
we
shit.
do. Clearly. So I think it was right after I took the course, and I'm inside that mentorship with everybody. I'm very competitive. I started late, like maybe a month after he started the course already.
Right.
My competitive nature was I want to beat everybody's ass in it. I want to bust every single person's ass. I want them to be looking at me like, how'd you do it? So I'm pretty much just amped up my activity.
Right.
That was it.
He manifested that.
It literally was
out.
like,
Shout out to episode 1.
Yeah.
He manifested coming into the program and being
I just
number
wanted
one.
to, not only for my family, not only for myself, but I kept setting goals for myself. Like my first goal was 250,000. I didn't realize how, and I'm gonna put this in quotes, I didn't realize how easy 250K was when you know how to get it. Ooh. But once I got my 250, I'm like, well, if I can do 250, I can do $500,000.
Talk that talk.
So when I got my $500,000, I'm like, all right, well, I just did $500,000 in other people's money.
Yeah.
In 2.5, 3 months. Okay. I wonder if I can do 750. I think I might even told you that shit too, because I was telling everybody, I put stuff out there so that if I don't get it, I'm a liar. So I'm telling people like, yo, I'm hitting the $250,000. All right, T, do that. They're not gonna tell you no.
Right.
They might have hang up the phone. This motherfucker.
Right. $250,000, what?
680, 692, 710, 50,000. Bow, 760.
And these are for loans from different banks.
Yes and no, right? So I don't do loans. I did a loan once. I did a PayPal loan for 10 grand. Didn't realize that once you get the loan, you got to pay it back immediately. Sure. So I focus on credit cards. Yeah. 0% interest for however long I can get it.
Love that.
Right. And lines of credit, because that's basically like a mix between a credit card and a loan. So good. Can break this down now. So you have credit cards, lines of credit, and then a straight up loan. Correct.
Now tell me when I'm wrong, because I'm learning through this whole thing. Credit card, we all know you get that plastic card. Yeah. You swipe it.
Metal if you got the Amex.
Metal if you got the Amex.
Yeah.
We're dropping a video about that tomorrow morning, actually.
Chase got a metal card too.
Oh, that Sapphire's fire.
Yeah.
You see me? So you got the card. Everybody knows how credit cards work, right? Yeah. Lines of credit is when a bank says there's $20,000 here that you're able to utilize.
Sure.
and then you have a loan where they actually give you $20,000 in up front or however much the amount is, and you have to pay that back over a certain amount of time.
Yeah, so with the lines of credit, you pay back what you use. You pay interest on what actually is there. So let's use the same $20,000, right? If I have a line of credit that's $20,000 and I push $5,000 that into my checking account, I'm paying interest on the 5. I'm not paying interest on the other 15.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
Wait, so what's the difference between a credit card and a line of credit? Just the plastic?
Well, you can explain that.
Well, the credit card, for one, you don't always have access to cash, right? The line of credit you do. So you'll get a credit card and you can only swipe with merchants most of the time unless you have like convenience checks, right, or you do what we call, liquidating credit cards, and then you turn the credit into cash. But with a line of credit, it's also revolving, right? Which means you'll pay it over time every month. You don't have to pay it in full, right? Like a charge card. So it's a revolving line of credit, and then you'll have access to cash capital right away instead of having to liquidate the credit card to turn credit into cash.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we at, would you say 680 or 750?
That was I hit $500,000 in December, and then for the financial people, they close out their books at the end of the year like most people, right? So I'm putting in applications. They're not even getting denied. They're just, I'm not just.
Are you getting inquiries for all these?
I am. But part of the Discord, there you go, commercial. Part of the How to Rob the Bank course, right?
Legally.
Whoa. Mama, I did this legally.
Yes.
Your son is not going to jail. Nice. Okay, not for this. Anyway, just playing. Just playing. So I had a lot of applications in, right, with banks. Fill out my info. We're talking about business stuff here, so they have my business paperwork. I didn't get denied. I just didn't get anything. They weren't even, no replies whatsoever. I didn't know that they're on vacation. They don't care. Like, their urgency isn't my urgency. So, I'm rolling into 2023 like, hey, maybe $500,000 is all I got. And then you start getting these emails. Congratulations, you're approved for $75,000. Congratulations, you're approved for $25,000. Congratulations, blah, 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 blah.
And these are a mix between
credit cards and lines of credit. So, and I actually did the math just because I'm really analytical, and I try to gamify everything, right? So if you can make a process out of it, it's replicatable, right? If you can do it with yourself and you do it once, twice, 3 times, now you got a system. So part of my success is I systemize everything.
Yeah.
Right. I look
document along the way.
I document along the way. I systemize. I look at where I'm getting the most approvals, right? What banks are pulling from what credit bureaus that I'm getting green check marks at. Which ones? Because I get denials too. Not as many anymore, but I'm like, okay, well, this credit bureau doesn't like me. I'm not going to go to that bank. Or maybe I got to work on synchronizing.
There you go, synchronizing your data,
your
VID.
Address.
Yeah, address, phone number, email, types of names,
all that.
All the variations of names. You got to have it all synchronized.
Whoa.
For all 3 bureaus.
Ad-libs.
Yeah.
Boring. That got silent.
Boring. Boring.
Financial bars.
Yeah.
Financial bars.
Yeah. That's dope, though.
That is fire.
I wanted to have a podcast that talked about the financial stuff without putting you to sleep.
Oh.
Because that's what the problem is, right?
Yeah.
You're like, what I do for a living for the last 20 years, all my clients are $1 million is dust to them, right?
Yeah.
And I look at some of them like, damn, if I had to be him, I wouldn't take the money. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm like, we need to see people who are the cool kids, the people who are fun, start making money.
Yeah.
So then we could be.
I could do it too.
Right.
I could do it too. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So to the systemization, right?
Yeah.
I was getting about 6 approvals every single month. January I got 8, but I'm averaging about 6.
Wait, what are you doing with the inquiries?
You take them off.
So.
Yes.
You could take inquiries off.
Yes.
The same month you put them on?
Yeah. With some bureaus within the same week.
Okay, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it slow.
Go ahead. Slow it down for the people.
An inquiry is when you, correct me if I'm wrong, ask a bank for money. No?
Well, hold on. I'm going to make Prada look real good right now.
Okay.
There's 2 different types.
Okay.
All right. You got a soft inquiry and a hard inquiry.
That's what she said.
Yeah, right. Oh, wait. Good girl. Anyway, the hard inquiry is what sticks to your report, right? So some bureaus will allow you to call in, speak to that particular inquiry, and you can get it removed. There are other bureaus, for instance, like
speak to that. You're talking business line. What does it mean? Speak to that particular.
Just speak to a representative.
Yeah,
you call them up and you dispute the inquiry. Like, hey, listen, I don't know what's going on here. You know what I mean? You weren't authorized to put this on my report in the first place. 15 USC 1681B or something like that, right? Spit that at them, and they be like,
I don't know those codes.
Okay, you know what I mean? I ain't the consumer law expert, but I know a thing or two.
Okay,
you know
I don't know those codes.
Okay,
I know where to find the letters to send that have the code in them.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows the codes.
Yeah, there it is.
So, soft is
you don't even care about those. It's there now. Some banks use it to run your credit, but that's not going to negatively impact you.
So before you get a car, a credit card, or anything, should you be asking the company you're doing business with? Do you soft pull or hard pull?
That's
Absolutely.
a great question.
That's a great
question.
Definitely a good one.
Or if you want to get even like little deeper, pause in that question. What credit bureau do you do your hard pulls from?
That's an even better question.
Right. Because now they don't, that credit bureau doesn't like me.
And I'm just doing this for everybody out there who learning step by step like me.
Yeah.
And the credit bureaus are the big three are
Experian, TransUnion, Equifax.
Right. So some companies, let's say you go buy a car, they're only pulling from one.
Well, a car is different.
Or two.
They trash your.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay.
Well,
that's podcast like 5.
But right. while you on the topic, I mean, you definitely can ask the dealership where they pull from. Still, same thing, because they have a bank that's usually pulling from, right, or using to finance your auto loan,
right?
And you ask them, hey, what are you guys pulling from? Who are you pulling from? What FICO scoring system are you using? What number is it? 8, 9, 10? If they don't know that type of stuff, then don't deal with them.
See, but does the average person that we're trying to help know that type of stuff?
Well, they do now.
I mean, the average person doesn't know anything about credit. That's why they've been getting abused and misused for all these years. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we have a place in society now, because people need to understand how to leverage credit. What is this? What does it even mean to leverage credit? What is that?
Yeah.
Do you know what leverage means?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's that mean, Chris?
Because
you're an average person. That's why I'm picking on
you.
Oh, damn. I'm average now?
No, you're
last time I checked, I was a man in these streets. In
this world, you're average, bro, right?
Yeah,
so
he's just trying to say that I don't have as much money as him. I get it.
Wow.
I get it.
This conversation got real deep real fast. And he got the track.
Yo,
it's crazy.
Leveraging. You're using something that get ahead on something else. You're leveraging your credit.
That's
I know. I know that's not the Webster.
No, that is probably very close. That probably is very close.
You'll be surprised how many people ask me what leverage means.
Yo, watch this. I'm gonna teach y'all about leveraging real quick. You ready? I'm gonna teach the experts. Let me tell everybody out there how cool Prada Jones is, and how he taught me. And I don't know if he remembers this moment. He remembers the moment, but since it wasn't a big deal, a moment for him, it was bigger to me.
Yeah.
I remember it differently. Let me show you how cool this guy is.
That's what she said.
Wow.
And how I learned about the word leverage, right? So I'm going through this, trying to go through the process, right? I'm just starting, I'm learning about everything. And he's like, yo, you got to run the Navy, the Navy Federal play. First of all, I don't even know what play means. I thought with football, basketball, this whole play world, you know what I'm saying? He's like, you got to go open up a savings account, open up a checking account, put like 50 in the checking, put like 100 in the savings. 24 hours later, call them, tell them when you want the pledge loan. They're gonna,
that's fire.
Tell them when you want like $10,000. They're gonna check your money. It's basically a secure loan. So the Navy Federal Pledge Loan is a secure loan. Basically, they take your money and that same amount they loan back to you. Well, they give back to you in the form of a loan, and it helps your credit credit profile.
You've done this before.
Yes, I have. But watch that. That's what the story is about, right?
Yeah.
So he's telling me now, mind you, I'm coming off the pandemic.
Yeah.
I'm coming off of, I do entertainment for a living.
Yeah.
So everything was dead. You know what I'm saying? I just moved into this new place.
It's beautiful.
Kind of forcefully. Life was really crazy for me. Way crazier than your story. Okay. I wasn't saving 60% of my, it was bad.
Okay.
So Prada goes.
Is that why there's no whiskey in there?
No whiskey. My bad. Next time I have some whiskey.
Please, thank you. Please and thank you.
I don't drink, so you know.
I ain't say it's for you.
I got H2O. But so anyway, I'm like, he's like, I'm like, how much should I do it with?
Yeah.
He's like, yo, just do it with 10 grand, blah blah blah. And I'm like, so at the moment.
Well, like
I'm like, at the moment, I don't have an extra 10 grand just to leave somewhere. He's like, you know what you got to do before you leverage your credit? I'm like, what? He goes, you have to leverage your relationships. I'm like, so what are you saying? He goes, I got 10 grand.
That sounds like some Prada shit.
He's like, I'm going to give you
that
the
actually
10 grand.
Sounds like some Prada
You're going
shit.
to run the play a couple times, and when you're done,
give me back the 10 grand.
back. Now, here's the funny part, right?
Yeah.
He sends me the money. I do the whole play. It's like 2 months later, right?
Yeah.
I call Prada. I'm like, yo, I got your money. He said, what money? I said, you gave me money. I ran the whole play. I got the credit profile popping.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. Keep the money and we'll just figure something out.
I want to be at that level where I could like forget.
Nah, listen.
10K.
Before everybody
like,
start running in the DMs.
Hold
like,
on.
I need to hold
Wait a minute. Because you know what I'm saying?
We have a working relationship.
Yo, hit Prada up if you want free money.
I'm
all
up
right?
in here like, wait a minute.
What's the email for Prada's free money?
Nah,
free money at convenientconsulting.com. That's the website.
Nah.
Yo.
So I run all Prada's social media. So he was like, just break that up and
oh, you the cat that didn't answer my DMs when I fucking.
That's him.
And you knew my name too. That's fucked up, bro.
Bro, his DMs be crazy. What do you mean?
I'm about to blow up my Instagram as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's the guy right there. You know.
We'll talk about. Well, I'll not give you 10 grand to forget about, and then we can still figure something out. We'll do it that way.
Give me some of the bank's money, man.
Yay.
Yo,
I can show you how to do it.
I got a question for you, man. You got a great story, and me and Joe had a nice conversation yesterday. So this question comes from somewhere special for me. So for you, right? Seems like you have a decent upbringing, right?
Yeah.
Things like that. Might probably have a good family, you know, and stuff like that. My question for you is: do you believe that you are a product of your environment?
1000%.
Okay, can you expand on that a little bit for me?
I grew up in New Jersey, the hood, right? My parents were probably the best parents you could ever think about. Everybody has their own, you know, whatever. But for them to have children at 20 and 21 respectively, and to grow up in the hood and to have 4 children.
Wow.
And to all of them, you know, not go to jail, still alive, take care of the responsibilities.
Beautiful.
You did your job.
Absolutely.
But let's go back to one of the other things that we talked about. Like the information that we're talking about right now isn't readily available in 2023 to our community.
Right.
Imagine where this was in 1957.
Right.
1978 when I was born. Right. So a lot of this was that I'm learning. I had to learn it. Where I was, and you know, September 28th of 2022 was a product of every single thing that I learned up until that point. I am a product of that environment. Now, it's the environment that I grew up in as a kid. It's the environment that I put myself in as an adult, college experiences, young adult experiences, whatever. But whatever it is at that particular point is the culmination of everything that I've experienced so I can make my decisions at that particular point. Everything that happens after that was also a product of my environment. Absolutely. Because I changed my circle. I changed my environment. So the amount of stuff that I was getting exposed to, I wasn't exposed to any before, but now it was real, right? So, you know, I read a lot. I'm a nerd. I know I got muscles, but I'm a nerd, right? And this is a Belichick thing. It gets real when you get your reps. I knew it was possible, kind of, sort of, right? Because I saw, you know, his PDF, you know, like, oh, your ebook. Yeah, you can do it. But I didn't know I could actually do it until I went through the reps of it. That was also part of my environment. That first approval. Hey, blackhead, here's $50,000.
Okay, so basically you're also saying that your product of your environment, right, is where you're born, where you're raised, what school you go into, but
schools, community,
right? But it's also
household,
right? But it's also the environments you put yourself into. So if you put yourself in the circle, aka an environment of people who are building credit, who are buying real estate, who are opening businesses, you start to take on
your brain expands.
Right.
And the the reverse of that too.
Right.
I forgot who said this, but it's somebody in our community that I hear it all the time. They say you have to pay for your community. Now that doesn't necessarily mean money, right? But it definitely is going to be time. You have to pay for your circle. You have to invest something inside of that you normally would not give up of. It is a sacrifice for you so that you have something in the game. You have some skin in the game. Could be money, could be time, could be, expertise that you can give to that same circle, that same community, and they could receive it and give back to you.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So that's really, and that I think that's kind of bridges back to when we were talking about the Discord and then the mentorship. Like the information is there, but I had no reason to act on it as actively as I was because I wasn't surrounded by like-minded people who wanted to. And then again, my personality, product of my environment, I'm very competitive. I'm the oldest out of 4 kids. So, anybody that's been in a family with big, a lot of family and, a lot of kids and mom and dad, and you fighting for that piece of chicken. I've always fought for my piece of chicken. Right. So I'm like, oh, y'all been here before? I'm about to y'all up. All right, that's cool. How much you got? 20K? That's cute. Let me get 75. Would you get 100 from that bank? I got the 9 last month. All right. I'm about to get 250. And then after a while, and Prada can tell you this, people hit my DMs. I screenshot and send it to them like, yo, is this okay if I answer this? Because I don't want to steal your shine. They're like, yo, how'd you do it?
So let's talk about the money again. Now you have all this credit cards, lines of credit.
Yeah.
Access to income.
That's great. Yeah. Access to funds, not income. Access to funds.
Access to funds.
Yeah.
What's your move? What are you going to be? What's your eye on in terms of using this to make income?
Right now, the 2 biggest plays that I'm running, right, are the real estate and the business funding company, right? So inside of the mentorship, we go through a lot of different streams of income, some passive, some not as passive, but either way, things that you can do with the funds that you're awarded from these banks to build streams of income, to build businesses, right? They are going to be an INC or an LLC something, but to build these businesses. I think I tried every single one. Matter of fact, I have started every single one.
Yeah, anything that's available, he's done.
Every single one that had
trailers,
an opportunity.
Passive income with the trailers.
I'm on it.
He got 2 of them, I believe, right?
Three. Yeah, it was like learned about it, flew out, got it. Learned about it, and came back 2 days, flew out again, got 2 more. Like it was like, I gotta, in my head, I'm like, I gotta catch up. These cats has been doing this for a while. I got to turn this up. I got to go crazy. I got to put like 4 or 5 batteries in my back. Like I don't have time to sleep. I got to go. So, but what I noticed, again, I gamify everything and I track everything. What I was looking at was like, okay, the amount of time and money I spend here, that's the potential reward. The amount of time and money I spend here, that's potential reward. Okay. Well, it makes more sense that if I want to make sure that I get the most amount of return on my time, not even the money, because I got to pay that back. You still got to pay it back, right? It ain't mine yet. I'm going to go with what I'm already seeing is giving me the best rate of return.
Right.
And that right now is looking like real estate. And that's lifelong. I mean, that's been around forever, since the pyramids. That's still real estate, right? Mm-hmm. And then the business funding, how I started, helping other people like me basically achieve their dreams with a system that they didn't even know existed.
Right.
And then taking a really handsome success reward, AKA fee, AKA commission after that.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell everybody that jump into business funding, it doesn't require good credit. You don't need to know anything because we're going to teach you exactly what it is that you need to know. It's like a 4 or 5 step process and you can start making money today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All you got to do is get clients, and usually your clients are your friends and your family first because everybody needs money. You know what I'm saying?
I might be good for a good 30, 40 people.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yo, you can run a couple different situations. Heck yeah.
Because everybody needs it.
Yeah.
They just don't know they need it.
That's the thing, right? So I didn't know. I thought if I wanted to start a business, I had to use my savings because that's what I heard people do.
Usually people start the business, then try to get the money through the business to invest in the business. It's absolutely wrong. You need to go and access the funds first.
Yeah.
Get the funding, then start the business, and then you make the money from the money that you access. You know?
Yeah. I never actually, since September 28th, the only thing that I've touched my personal money from is to pay for room and board for my family. That's it.
Fire.
I haven't touched anything of my personal money. outside of what I'm supposed to pay, which is, a roof over my head and food for my family. Everything else that I do right now in my life is business related. If I'm going to this podcast is business related. If I'm going to, I have a house in Philly now. Think about that shit. I have a house in Philly.
This is fire. Oh, speaking of which, fire. I actually got your keys.
Oh, thank you, sir. This is is this on camera? This is amazing. This is amazing. Wait a minute.
You just reminded me.
Wait a minute. Yo, give me my motherfucking key. No, I'm just playing. But I'm not playing.
Keys to what?
Keys
my
to
house,
spot, bro.
Beautiful. Like, think about this shit. You lose your job, and 6 months later, you got a house.
What?
Thank you.
I think it's in my card, bro.
Like,
nice
Prada put me on game to there's stuff in Detroit that we're working on right now.
Yep.
I'm like, it's unfathomable.
Wait. So when you were saying those months, I was hearing months.
Yeah.
But I wasn't putting years on the months. I was just saying September. You talking about 6 months ago?
Yes, sir. Is that 6 months? Wait,
let me ask you,
October, November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, you're right. 6 months ago.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Did you have any derogatories on your?
I have a amazingly clean profile. It's just that when I entered the community, when I entered the Discord, when I entered the mentorship, it was a thin profile, right? So what do I mean by thin profile? I always pay my stuff on time. I had one late, but that was from 7 years ago, and I had to wait for it to jump off. And it was an accident too. It was just like that's when I was still getting paper bills, and I didn't see the paper, right? I didn't pay anything electronically. I had one of the things that actually. And I remember you and I, we weren't arguing, we were like debating this. One of the things that were holding me back was when I first started my credit, I had like the starter credit cards. Remember those in college or something like that? You get, hey, $500 and
right.
And I never wanted to get rid of it because I had it for like 10 years, 15 years. I was like, bro. I heard that if you get rid of those, your credit score drops.
Yep, I go through that with everybody until I had to show them the proof.
You lost his keys?
I did, yo. They in the car.
I mean,
you lost your laptop last night.
I lose.
Now I ain't got no house. Now I ain't got no.
So you lost your job. You ran into Prada. You got the funding. You started a funding company.
Bro.
You stacked up over $700,000.
It went. I'll tell you exactly the order. It went from fun. No, actually, it went from gathering about like $500K, but I was just sitting on it. I didn't know enough about the other income stream plays because I was doing it as I was learning it. I didn't wait until I learned everything. You're never gonna fucking learn everything. I was going as I was going. I was literally learning it as I actually remember printing out. I never told you this. I told Tevin. I printed out the PDF and I had it with me when I was in the banks. I had highlighted certain parts.
I like that.
Wow.
He's an executor, bro.
Like, hold on.
No, and I'm not lying. Till this day, right now, my book bag is right there. I have a notebook in my book bag just in case. When I went to get my trailer,
just in case he want to pull over and grab $100,000.
That is actually accurate.
After he leaves Whole Foods.
Wait, hold up. Pause.
And gets his muscle milk.
Sugar-free muscle milk. Actually, you know what I'm saying. I got to watch my carbs. Got to keep the 6-pack.
I ain't mad at you.
I actually did that. I went on a business trip to get a trailer. I saw a bank that I wanted to get into. I literally went into that bank, and 3 days later, before I came home, I had $75,000.
Bro, he's got the glow, bro.
Like literally, and
when you get that glow, yeah, Lisa with enough. I
don't got enough hair for the Jerry curl though.
Yeah, that's true.
Vanity was fire.
Showing your ages again.
Yeah, we are showing
your ages again. Y'all gotta relax.
That soul glow. Yo, she was fire.
Yo,
Lisa Bonet?
You know the reason why I know Soul Glow like that? Because of Coming to America. That's the only reason why I know what he's talking about. I don't know Vanity, bro.
Vanity and Lisa Bonet.
I don't. That's before my time.
How far away was Coming to America from The Last Dragon?
It's far enough, bro.
Hold up.
Can't be that far though.
It's far enough.
Hold up. So Last Dragon is 1985.
See, when you know the years,
85.
So
I
want to say 92.
I didn't see it in 85.
I was born in 89, bro. I shouldn't even known about coming to America.
Yeah, I think Coming to America was like 92.
You should have, because that's what your family did.
Oh.
That was a good one. Ain't no shots. Oh, that was nice.
I thought that was my button.
I get that.
That's that jersey. That's that jersey coming.
Yeah, no, that's fire.
Banging on the lunchroom tables.
Coming to America. Shout out to all my West Africans.
You West African?
Yep.
I knew you was something. I didn't know you was West
What you
African.
thought I was? Haitian?
I ain't saying nothing, bro. This just, I still got to walk these streets, man.
I'm Dominican, bro.
Oh, my Dominicans.
I'm not. I'm black. I'm blackity black, and I love it. Actually, I'm lighter than you a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta shade it too. We was worried about.
I'm Sienna.
We was worried about what
burnt sienna.
What the camera would be for us on this couch. Cause it's the background. You know about
the silhouette.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So
but he got the front lights though, so he's
shit don't work well, bro.
Oh damn,
not enough.
Damn. It's fine.
Damn. So the trailers.
Speaking of light skinned dude, it's fine. Yeah, you good everywhere, bro. You gotta relax.
You ain't that light skinned.
America's favorite.
America's favorite, bro.
You're safe enough to well, actually, I was gonna say something. Oh, you're gonna edit this?
Nah,
maybe.
All right, straight through.
I was gonna say
straight through.
We straight through. Fuck it, we started now. I was gonna say you the perfect shade. Like you can get away with dating white girls and black girls and nobody cares.
That's why he's America's favorite.
That's
okay
bro. To say. That's not.
Yeah, because you can get away with that. Like if I do that,
bro.
First of all, I would never.
T. First of all,
but if I did that, if I walk down Harlem as dark as I am and I got a snow bunny on me, I'm getting in trouble.
Is your wife like really Brazilian?
Oh, all day.
Like.
No, she actually teaches those dance moves and all that. Yes, she's like Brazilian.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah. She's like, I'm learning Portuguese because sometimes she speaks Portuguese with like English words in it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what? So now, we've been together for a minute. So like now it's like, oh yeah, I'll take out the garbage. but for real, she's like, what?
Because Portuguese is different. It's not Spanish.
It's not. But she speaks. She speaks like 5 languages.
French.
She got like French Portuguese. She knows a little bit of French. She knows Spanish. English is like her 4th language or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you moving.
But right now, we're learning the language of money. Okay.
Speak on it.
You got to know this stuff.
Speak on it.
So, it is possible.
It is.
If you have problems or derogatory, you can fix your credit.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait 7 years like everybody told you when you were growing up.
No.
Right? You could build your credit profile.
Correct.
You do so by secured credit cards if you need to start that low. Secured loans if you need to start there. But you need to have a profile that looks like, hey, I borrow money and I give it back on time. Look at me.
It's all about trust for the banks.
Yeah. And that builds trust for the And then you can go into a bank and get 50,000 credit card, 100,000 line of credit, and you could do it to multiple after you get your muscle milk.
How many multiples was that, bro? I thought multiple already
means,
encompassed the word that there's more than one. You know what I'm saying?
Multiple.
Bubble.
Put a square root on multiple, bro.
and where's the square root of multiple? I don't know.
That's gonna be a T-shirt now for the podcast.
Oh,
multiple.
Pause. That's fire.
What was the pause?
Because I wanted the dramatic effect. I wanted that wasn't a pause. That was like pause.
Oh,
yeah, that was
it was a real pause.
That was a real pause.
He put the real pause in there like a movie script. He paused.
Yeah, no, you got to put it in the ampersands so they know that you're not supposed to talk. That's what it's called.
What school you go to, bro?
I went to a good one, bro. I read.
He said, what you just used?
Ampersand.
Spell it.
I don't know.
Ampersand.
I ain't got to know how to say it to spell it. Pause. See? Another pause in there.
He got a whole new way of using that term.
See? But you did it. But watch this. This has
been tripping since
this
started.
This is how you know it works, though. You did it.
Anybody can do this.
Yeah, man. Now, depending on where you're at in your journey.
Because you're the first person I know in real life. That went through his course, that sat in front of me. I see people getting their funding all the time, but it's different. You know, the internet is different. It's somebody far away, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the fact that like I know you, you're getting the money.
Yeah.
You're doing
that's so crazy how the universe works too.
Yeah.
Like full circle. Yeah. We met on some, modeling, photography.
How'd y'all meet?
He was still in the music biz. I was a budding fashion photographer at the time.
Wow.
And then we linked up because we knew so many of the same people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was writing for him at that time.
Bars.
Word.
Bars.
Me and Shaq was writing for him.
And then now we're like syncing up again because of, business funding and all that kind of stuff. Yo, how many sounds you got loaded in there?
I guessed that one. I was really looking for it. Not that one.
Nah, that's the scary
See?
Hold on.
Oh, wait. That's
what I was looking for.
Bro. bro.
That other joint sounded like a little R&B mix thing.
No, it's like weird.
Oh, never mind. I thought
in the world.
I thought it was like, you know, some Keep Sweat type shit.
That'd be nice.
Now I'm showing my age.
Yeah,
I'm definitely showing my age.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Who's Keith Sweat?
You know him, sir. We're the same age.
So all right, man. So,
but yeah, it's possible in real life, right? Everybody's going to be at a different part of the journey, depending on where you have to streamline, collate your situation, where you have to clean up. It might take you longer, but it's definitely doable and possible.
Wasn't the best time to start?
Now, yesterday, but you can't get yesterday back. So right now,
and Prada, what's the easiest way they can get information on building?
I mean, join the Discord, man. The Discord is like the very first place to start. If you're not like serious about this, if you're not like, I want to make this thing happen, I want to get in the community, I want to be an investor, start in the Discord, learn what's going on out here. You'll learn so much new things. We do Tuesdays and Thursdays, live calls where you can ask questions. Yeah. Where can you ask people how to do things? Yeah. Most people are going to watch this video and stay there the entire time, and they're going to retain whatever they can. But where do they ask about the questions that they have from the video?
That's fine.
That's the Discord. That's why the community is there. So you can ask real time, real questions, and get an answer.
So everybody that's watching, everyone who's listening out there, I'm going to put the link, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Spotify. Yeah. Get to that link. Yeah. Join the Discord. Yeah. It's very cheap, and the value you're getting is extremely, extremely impactful.
100 times more.
And let's get this 100, 200, 300, 400.
Don't even put a limit on it,
bro.
Just get this money, leverage your credit. Yeah. Let's get to the bag. That's episode number 2, Porterverse Prada. Get it. Yeah.